What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Erin and I make lots of relatable beauty and lifestyle videos. Today we are doing a video that is much overdue. It is an update of my everyday makeup bag. I have a couple of these videos on a playlist, but long story short, I have a beauty room down in the basement of our house where I film and I have the majority of my collection, but on the day-to-day, when I'm in a hurry, I am a full-time nurse and I need makeup that can be a quick, easy face, a set of products that I know I can use and go to and not fuss with coming down here, picking out every product. Now, don't get me wrong, I like doing that, but I need stuff that's accessible for the everyday. I like to go through and update those products every now and again so I can cycle through products that I've finished or want to test out, whatever it may be. But before we get into the video, if you like my videos and relatable beauty content, make sure to like this one, subscribe to my channel, and hit the little notification bell so you know when I have new videos. It really does make a difference and it means a lot to me. So yeah, make sure you do that and let's just get into the video. Now, I looked back at the last time I filmed one of these videos and it has been about 3 months, which makes sense because I was like, okay, what did I actually put in my makeup bag? Because there's a lot of things that have just somehow fallen into here and some things that have gotten removed. So this is just, it's much overdue. I'm just going to kind of go through what has been in here and what I will be trading it out with, because then I think it'll be the most simple for me and I won't get confused. So usually I do my brows first, and the brow products I've had in here I've really been enjoying. It's the Anastasia medium brown brow powder. I've had this for a long time, but you know, a brow powder just lasts forever. I love this. It's so easy. It's a perfect shade for me. But I think I'm going to trade it out for the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift pencil in neutral brown, I believe the shade is. Natural brown. I just love this brow pencil. It's kind of a thicker brow pencil, so it's perfect for every day. And yeah, I just love it. Then the brow gel that I've had is the Brow Fix Brow Gel. I think I must have added this in there. I don't know what happened to the other brow gel I was supposed to be using, but I think I added this in, the Brow Fix Brow Gel, and I'm going to keep this in there from Charlotte Tilbury. The whole reason I was reminded to update my everyday makeup bag is because I had a very exciting empty. It is the Tarte, what is this called? Base Tape Primer. This is a really nice hydrating primer and it has been in this bag ever since I started doing these videos, and I refused to take it out until I used it up, and I finally used it up. So you'll see this in an upcoming empties video, but I'm proud that I finished it up. I really like it. It's like if you're really oily, you could use that in place of moisturizer, and it gives me extra hydrated skin because most of the time when I'm using this bag, I'm going to the hospital or going somewhere where I'm wearing a mask and my skin gets extra dry. So it was perfect for that. I will be replacing that with my Photo Finish Primerizer from Smashbox. I have used maybe a third of this, a fourth of this, and it is older in my collection, but I really enjoy it, so I need to get some use out of it. Then let's talk about eye products that I have had in my bag. The first one I noticed is no longer in here. It was the Kaja, one of the matte trios. Well, I noticed pretty quickly that I don't really reach for powder shadows for everyday because they take too many brushes. It's too long to blend. I like a cream shadow that I can use with my fingers or a shimmer shadow that I can use with my fingers. The Kaja trio was all matte and I just didn't find myself reaching for it. And then the other one is the Natasha Denona Zendo eyeshadow palette single that came, I think right when I did this video, I got it as a free gift from Sephora. This is a pretty when you first apply it. It's like a coppery, I don't know, kind of rosy shade, but even with a primer, this just creases, and for a Natasha Denona shadow, I don't love it, so I'm going to take it out. I only wore it a few times because I just wasn't that impressed with it. I don't know if it's not like quite up to par with quality because it was from a free gift, but. And then one thing I added in was this little box of nude stick shadows that a friend from Instagram sent me. So I have the shades, Copper Foil, Immortal, Rustique, and cocoa. I don't think I'm not gonna keep these in there, okay? Because, let me just swatch them for you. These are beautiful. My favorite shade is probably Rustique because it's more of like a, I'll show you, more of like a pinkish copper. So here are the shades. It's like a perfect variety of shades. We have Copper Foil, Rustique, and then Immortal here, and Cocoa. These are stunning shadows when you first apply them. Like, they blend out really nicely, and I thought they'd be a great addition to my bag when I was sent them. And I do like them, but I find that I don't really like them. I think I like the idea of them more than I actually like the formula. So what happens with these is you apply them, they blend out really easily, but they almost blend out to nothing if you blend too much. And then they just crease terribly. The wear is terrible on these. I really wanted to like them because my friend sent them to me, and she knows I love cream shadows, and that's why she sent them. But unfortunately this formula is just not my favorite, and I probably will end up decluttering these because they're so pretty, but the formula's just not there. And then the other shadow that I added is this Item Beauty single shadow in the shade Lunar. It's the Lid Glaze. This is actually really pretty, but I think I'm going to keep it down in my beauty room so I can test it out more with more glam looks. I've been actually really impressed by this, but I'm going to take it out because I've used it a bunch and I want to do something else. Alright, so we're going to keep it simple because Lord knows I'll probably end up adding. But the first shadow is from Phytosurgeons. It is the shade Deeply Rooted. It's a perfect taupey mauve buildable shadow for every day. It's like a taupey brown mauve. It's a really complex shade, but I love these kinds of shades for every day. And then that is more of like a cream, a matte shimmer cream type of formula. But in case I want a little glitter, I added this House Labs shadow in it's a Glam Attack shadow in Aphrodite. I got this and wore it a few times and really liked it, but I haven't really worn it enough, so I figured I could get some everyday makeup bag use out of it. Alright, let's talk foundation. So for the foundation I've been using is this ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. I really wanted to use this up, but I used a ton of it. Like you can see, there's not a lot at the top here. I really wanted to use it up, and I'm like, maybe I'll just keep this in my bag until it's used up because this formula does go bad and I can tell it's starting to separate, but it's not really breaking me out or anything yet. So I really want to use it up, but at the same time I want to use something different. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out and I'll just use it for other times. And I'm going to add in 2 products because I couldn't decide. The It Cosmetics by Full Coverage Tinted Moisturizer. I think this will be nice when I want a little bit more coverage, and it has SPF for every day, which I enjoy. And then, I don't know, I might end up taking this out because I didn't like it the first couple times I tried it. It's this Merit Perfecting Complexion Stick in the shade Dune. So this is like, it's supposed to be like a kind of all-in-one concealer. I don't know, it's a good shade for me. Concealer, foundation, whatever. I don't like this all over my face because it emphasizes dry patches, but I'm wondering if maybe I can just like spot conceal and brighten with it for every day. And maybe it'll work that way because I definitely know I won't get use out of it down here because I just don't like it all over my face. So we'll see how that works. And then for concealer, I've been using this Pretty Vulgar concealer in the shade White Little Eyes. It's their undercover concealer in Little White Lies. White Little Eyes. This is a really nice lighter coverage, hydrating concealer. But I am going to take that out and add in the NYX Born to Glow Radiant Concealer in the shade Vanilla. I believe this is just the shade Vanilla, yeah. It has like a really fun kind of applicator. So I just want to get some more use out of that because for some reason I don't find myself reaching for it a lot. That's kind of like what I like doing my everyday makeup bag for, is like sometimes I like a product but not for like super glam looks. So we'll see how I like this one in my makeup bag. I'm kind of all over the place here. For mascara, I don't think either of these mascaras are the ones I had in there. I want to say I used up the one I had in there. This is the Beauty Pie Uber Boost Mascara. I've been using this as well as the Kaja Wink Lash Trio. I like both of these, but this one, for work, it just smudges a little bit. And then the Kaja Trio, I really like it, but it's a little bit too time consuming for a work. I mean, there's 3 steps to it. I only usually use the second and third step, but I'm going to take both of them out and I'm going to put in the Ciate Wonder Wand mascara because I really enjoy this mascara, but it's almost out. I'm trying to use it up, and yeah, so I think that'll be a good way to use it up. The bronzer blush highlight duo I've been using for religiously for the past 3 months is the Kaja Play Bento Trio in the shade Butter Up. So this has a powder blush, as you can see there. It's technically a powder highlight, but it's almost a cream to powder formula. Absolutely gorgeous. And then a cream bronzer. You can see I've used a ton of that bronzer. I love this trio. I'm so impressed by it. I'm happy that I used it a lot, but I'm ready to use something else. But honestly, these are so good. I couldn't decide whether I wanted like powder or cream cheek products. So I pulled out 2 kind of face palettes that I haven't reached for much, if at all, in the last couple months. The first one is a powder quad, and it's from Pixie. It is the Honey Nectar Nuanced Quartet. And I figured that would be a good thing because I can get my bronzer, blush, highlight, all powder options in there. And I do remember really liking this formula. I gave the other quad to my sister, but I need to get some more use out of that. And then I wanted some cream options as well, so I pulled out another palette that I really need to show some love to. It's the Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. So this has some cream highlights and blushes. I don't know why I really don't reach for this. I don't know if they're just a little bit too like duochrome metallic. The cream blushes are covered with a cover there. But if I don't like this after I've used it for a little bit here, then I'll declutter it. I usually have some sort of pressed powder in my bag, and I've had the Pure 4-in-1 pressed mineral makeup in here. I don't know about this. It's a really heavy packaging and it fell, and now I need to glue it back in. The powder doesn't stay in there, and I don't really think this gives coverage and doesn't really keep me too matte. I don't know how I feel about this powder, and I'm mad that the packaging broke, so I'm going to put something else in there, and this is the shade Light, which worked for me. And then I'm going to add in one of my current favorite glowy powders is the Becca Light Shifter Finishing Veil in the shades 2 Star Child. Love this. It's like a more affordable version of the Hourglass Luminous powders, but unfortunately it's discontinued, so I do want to use it up. I forgot to mention I usually don't have an eye primer I haven't had an eye primer in here. I'm not really sure why, but I did receive this eye primer in my last Ipsy bag. It's the eye primer from M2U, so I'm going to add that in and see how that works with the shadows. I forgot to mention I've had this Bobbi Brown corrector in Light Peach in there, which I've absolutely loved and I've been raving about, and it just brightens my under eye so nicely, so I'm going to keep that in my bag. Yeah, this is so good. And then I think we just have setting sprays and lips. So the setting spray I've been using is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better setting spray. I like the mist on this. I like the scent of this, but I just don't know if it really does anything. I don't really notice a difference whether I use it or not, but I did use some of it up. But I'm going to switch it out for the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Mist because I need to use it up, and it'll be a nice like hydrating winter mist. I don't even know where the cover to this went, honestly. And then for lips, I've been using the Kosas Sport. It's like the hyaluronic lip balm in the shade Pulse. I've used a ton of this. I really love this. I've been realizing that I would like to have like a matte lipstick that would wear well under a mask in my bag. So I'm going to take that out and then add the Juvia's Place 2020 lipstick because this is a beautiful, more matte formula and it's nude for every day. And then if I want just a hydrating oil, I'm going to do the Tarte Sugar Rush lip oil in the shade Pressed. I really enjoy this, but I haven't shown it a ton of love since I bought it, so I think that will be perfect. Let's throw everything in the bag. We got our Smashbox. We have our 2 foundations, mascara and brows, eyeshadow, concealers, eye primer, setting spray, powder, and then the 2 face palettes. That is everything for my updated everyday makeup bag. I think I have some good stuff in here. I think I have a few more options. And as I do this every couple months, I'm learning more and more what my preferences are for what I want in my bag. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like it if you like these everyday makeup bag videos. I do have a playlist, and we'll see you in my next one. Bye.